I love a good countdown timer as much as anybody else, but welcome to How to Earn Daily Passive Income Online in 2025, day one. Yes, we're back. Wow, that flew. Whew, I have to say that laid me low for a couple of days. And normally, nothing would stop me live streaming. However, the inability to talk without losing my voice or coughing kind of laid me low. So hey, we've got to start again somewhere. So why not start again? I feel a lot better today, nearly back to full strength. But bear with me. It's going to take a while to get back up to speed. And of course, what did I do? 19, 20 days of continuous live streams before. That's broken. So we're starting again. So this is day one, but we now called it How to Earn Daily Passive Income Online in 2025 because I'm talking to you guys. If you're like me, if you're like me, maybe born in the 60s, in your late 50s, early 60s, and you're thinking, life hasn't gone exactly according to plan. Maybe you're worried about not having enough pension to live on. Maybe you want to spend more time with your family. Guys, I know a lot of us, I've been divorced, not anymore, but we can get to a certain time in our lives, we get divorced, we suddenly have massive financial pressures that we didn't realize we had. Children, education. If you're living in the UK, I think it's pretty much the same. Having had my niece over from Australia, the global housing market in the Western world is ridiculously high at the moment. And I think it's just because banks are lending more money, but making it more that back in the day, one person could buy a house on their own without having to pay too much of a deposit. But now the way it's gone, it's, you're going to have to buy with somebody else, ideally a partner, obviously. Well, I say obviously, but maybe not. So you're buying in together, and then what happens is you have your family, then good forbid you split up, then you've got to split the house. Maybe you can't split the house because your ex-wife and kids are living in the house, so you can't touch them until the kids are grown up. There's a whole snake pit of problems that we just weren't geared up for back in the day. And of course, yes, we all sold a big pension lie that our pensions would pay into our pension schemes. Nothing could go wrong, and we'll have a juicy fat retirement to live off. Well, that's until, I don't know, what was it, 25 years ago, maybe more, actually. At least 25 years ago, big changes to pension tax policy, which took billions out of our pension pots. And so unless you've got a government-funded pension, which are these days rarer than hen's teeth, then you're not going to be doing much. And even if you start new ones with the government, they're nowhere near as generous as they used to be. And in the UK, when we hear about changes to tax laws, all we hear about is only going to go one way, guys. It's only going to be to rinse us even more than they haven't on already. And this is not political. This is all parties. All parties have made choices during my lifetime, which either haven't panned out as they foresaw, or were just plain wrong, and everyone told them at the time that was a stupid idea. But this is what politicians do. They have to make the best of what they've got, and they have to plough a path. It wouldn't be for me. I couldn't do that job. But the good news is that you can live your life anyway, because things change. Things are so much better than they were back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s when we were growing up. Think about it. Crikey. Something crazy. I mean, when at the turn of the millennium, here's a funny one. Do you remember in 2000, the millennium bug that was supposed to knock planes out of the sky, all sorts? I've not done it because it would be a rabbit hole I do not want to go down. But I promise you, if you start searching, was the millennium bug real, or did someone just casually mention it one day to a journalist reporter? You can see it now. Someone just joking with in Fleet Street back in the day, having a few beers, and the journalist is chatting to someone, and he goes, "Oh yeah, IT nerd." Says, "Oh well, you do know that in 2000, all the planes have fallen out of the sky because the chips are set to 00." And suddenly spawned a massive industry of Y2 bug fixers. Did anything happen? Did we catch it in time? Or was it a complete load of rubbish? Anyway, I'm going right off the point of my live stream today. That's the trouble. See, 2 days of, 3 days of enforced inaction, just lying there trying to breathe, and all these crazy thoughts leap into my head. So you have to apologise. Well, I don't apologise for anyone actually anymore. 2025, the year of not apologising, just being me. So let's talk about what we're actually here for, which is, of course, how to earn daily passive income. Starting in 2025. Now, a little bit of history about me. I've been in the digital space now for 10 years. I started in 2014. I've spent tens and tens and tens of thousands of pounds and dollars learning all about digital marketing, lots of different ways, from websites to emails, e-commerce, blogging, YouTube, paid ads, you name it. I've learned the techniques, and I paid thousands of pounds to the gurus and all the other educators out there. Some have been really good, some have been absolutely shockingly bad. But you eventually sort the wheat from the chaff, which I believe I have done, which is why I'm now fairly confident. When I say fairly confident, I'm extremely confident that I can definitely prove what I'm saying. Now, with these digital products I'm talking about, this is something slightly new. For years and years and years, I've learned all this stuff. Created my own agency, ran paid ads really successfully. Still work part-time in an agency locally, and we do amazing stuff for local businesses. If you want to dominate your local area, you want to talk to us. My colleague Dan is just absolutely gone super deep dive into how to master that and what he's discovered, and bless him, he's now sharing with us. Yeah, for a local business, we can totally get you dominating for sure. That's an aside from here. But see, if that's what you're into, then do come and talk to me. Now, yeah, one of the things so all these things were very, very nice and great, but what I really wanted was to be able to sit back and relax and just not have to work hundreds of hours a week, or even 50, 60 hours a week, just to try and get by. What I wanted was to spend a couple of hours a day, maybe, come on, do a bit online, tippity-tappity, and then passive income comes in. So I spent all that money trying to find that out, and you know what? Nothing actually gave me that at all, which is really sad. There's been a lot of huff and puff, but no real results. And that is until, and bear in mind, I've been doing it. I've been what we call PLR. I haven't done MRR particularly, but private label rights, which is basically like, drop shipping, but digitally. So you can, private label rights means you own the rights to a digital piece of content. You can change it, you can call it your own, it could be courses, books, you name it. And in theory, it's great because it's all there. But if you actually don't know it, and I've had courses where I had the PLL rights, digital marketing courses, but because I didn't fully understand it myself, how could I possibly? I felt I couldn't create that content, call it my own, and generate a community. It just wouldn't be authentic in the slightest. So it wouldn't work. So anyway, so this 10-year journey, it was only really the back end of last year. Well, no, maybe this time last year, I was looking at paid digital products. Again, created a course on stuff that I do know, so like paid ads with Facebook. But again, it just didn't feel super right. And then towards the end of the year, I just picked up on a very, very cheap and simple master resale rights digital product where I get 100% of the profit, none of the affiliate marketing, nothing from any getting a few percent, or the Amazon stuff I get 1 to 5% if I'm lucky. If it's a Logi product, I can get 20, 30, 40, 50% extra on top. But you're still looking at only half the amount of the product. But with the digital products, you buy the master resale rights, you can't change anything. You can change the funnel, but you can't change the actual product. But the product, if it's proven, then you don't want to change it because that's the value of the product. But you buy it, you can then resell it and always get 100% of the profit on your resale. Stick with me. So if that doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. But, and this is the thing, there are, well, this is a, what is it, just under, I think it's under $1 billion industry, just the MMRs at the moment. And it's predicted to be God knows how much in the next few years, because this is where we're learning. So the ultimate idea is to take what we do all the time, play around on social media, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, and yeah, just use our social media to generate us income. That simple, it really is. But we can do it because we've got these digital products where we get 100%. So we've got the super one. We've got them running along down the bottom there. In fact, I might actually drop them. Let me see if I can drop them into the comments while we're going along. So we have got. I've got to grab them now. So where's my campaign gone? Ta-da! Yeah, well, that was one of the things. Yes, it's working. I'm extremely happy that that my email system is now working. That's another thing. I set something up and I really thought it was working. Tested it and it wasn't working at all. You can never over test a system, guys, just to double check it's working. But let me just go grab my little links. So the first one is the one that I got introduced to it all, and it is it's the 600 plus Facebook groups. I'm going to drop that in there. Comment. That is amazing. It's just $10. You've got the option to buy the accompanying ebook for $48. I would absolutely recommend you do that, because that's the How to Have Daily Sales with Facebook by Sydney Nguyen. And what she doesn't know about that isn't worth knowing. It is packed with values, packed with things that I didn't know, and I spent tens of thousands of pounds learning to be a Facebook influencer and expert. So there you go. It's not what you know, it's who you know at times. So that one to start with, and then the other one I use is this one. So that's the low ticket item. We're going to go higher ticket. So for $300 a day, we use this one. That's the Make Money with Nick.com. Go for that one. And that way you'll discover a proven blueprint. And I've only just joined that. And that's one I just set up just before Christmas. I was learning about, because the nice thing is that all these things, they have just got the most incredible training with them. And then I'm going to give you one last one. I copied the wrong thing there, which is the OLSP system. And that is only $7. So you have no excuse, guys. You can join for as little as $7. And if you do, you will thank me. I promise you. And right. So all three of those are they're in my personal Facebook now. Cool. Yeah. So any one of those three will work. But the most incredible thing is, yeah, the OLSP and the Daily Pay Blueprint, the training in there is spectacularly good. And with the Daily Pay Blueprint, just the bonus content alone is worth the $300. But again, once you have this done, then as soon as you make one sale, you're into profit. And it's then super simple to maintain. So but it depends, like all these things, is if I tell you it's going to take you 2 hours a day of work on your social platforms, can you commit to that 2 hours? And it's not 2 hours, not 2 hours like fluffy here there. No, it's going to take 2 hours of dedicated time to do some very specific things, because if you don't do that, it's not going to work. And I'm being totally honest with you here. Right now, I've not made anything from the Passive Daily Paid Blueprint because I've only just set it up, and I'd set it up incorrectly on the run up to Christmas. I've now got it set up correctly, and so now I know it'll work. How do I know it'll work? Because it's a proven system. So I can show you testimonials of people that this is already working for. I personally know several people, and it is a joy to see what they're doing and to be able to learn from them. You aren't connected to these people in any way, particularly because we're all getting 100% of the commission. But we've got a community which is so vibrant and so helpful. It is stunning. I always used to say the live streaming community was one of the most amazing, supportive communities online I've ever seen. This community, a couple of the MRR communities, I have to say, are incredible. I was chatting to a lovely friend of mine earlier on today, and Jenny, she's in Hong Kong. I'll tag her actually. She's in Hong Kong, and we were messaging, and she just gave me so much advice and encouragement throughout the day. I said to her, Jenny, you're like, it's like having my own personal cheerleader on my shoulder. So yeah, so Jenny, and again, she gets nothing from it. She's already in these programs that I'm in. We are not linked together in any way, shape, or form, other than we're now in some shared Facebook groups, and yeah, we support each other by being supportive. We comment on each other's posts, we share each other's information. It's those simple things that are so powerful. It's something that if you've never experienced it before, I can imagine it being quite overwhelming or unusual in a business context. But the truth is, the more you put out, the more you give, the more you're going to receive. It's a very simple, it's a very simple law of I can never say the word reciprocity. What you get, what you give, you get. You know what the word I'm trying to use. Reciprocity. That's the fella. That's the word phrase. Yeah, that's a universal law. So, and it's true. You might not think it, but I remember years ago when I was first starting out, and one of my first video mentors, Ben Brophy, really, really lovely guy, and he was saying, he said, no, just lead with your best stuff. Give your best stuff out for free, and then people will come and follow you. Which went totally against the grain for the vast majority of people, because if I give my best stuff, what have I got to give? And you say, the principle is, you've demonstrated, by giving your best stuff, you've demonstrated that you know the best stuff. And so whatever you give out afterwards, it doesn't matter. But it's just enhancing what's already your best stuff. So yeah, that was from Ben. So this is the thing. This is what's working right now. But you don't want the nicks and the nuts and bolts and the mechanics of how it all works is all very well, but you're never going to do anything unless you're either in a situation that you want to change or a lifestyle that you want to improve, and you're going to have a reason. And a lot of businesses fail, particularly online, because online and MLMs and all these things. I want to get rich, want to have a nice family, I want to have a nice lifestyle, want all the trappings, all the trimmings. But you don't want to put in two things. A, you don't want to put in the effort, and B, we all start from nothing. So you don't have the necessary, or you feel rather, you don't have the necessary authority to deliver on your goods. If I could only get one, then I could prove the point. Blah, blah, blah. But you don't need to get one. We've already got it. This is a proven system. You do not need to read. It's like the ASEA medication. Redox signaling is a real thing. It's a science less than 20 years old. Said it couldn't be done. It is done. It's there. Science backs it up. It is no longer we think it's what it is. The science it's got more proof than you could ever have. So the proof is there. You don't have to reprove it. And it's the same with this system, because it's not just the product, it's the training that goes behind it. And what I love about it is the training that goes behind it. You can then go on and do your own thing as well. It's like a gateway. But as I say, you're only going to do it if you have a big passion. So what is your big passion? What is it you want to do for 2025? And I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm talking to, people who are like me. I'm in my late 50s. I wanted to achieve this all my life. I want to make sure that I can spend time with my family. We just had my niece and her partner over from Brisbane, or Battenberg, I think it's just outside Brisbane, 5-hour drive. And yeah, we just had a lovely time with them. But I want to be able to go and see them and have a lovely time with them. I want to go and see my other niece down in Sydney. I've got a niece that's getting married, just got engaged. I'm so excited. I'd love to just go and see her and her new partner. All the kids, all our nieces and nephews who've got babies. So we've got great nieces and nephews. Do I want to spend more time with my nieces, my great niece and nephew up in the north of England? Absolutely, I would. Want to spend more time with my great nieces and nephews down in the south coast of England? Absolutely, I would. And anywhere in between. But what stops me? Because I have to get up and go to a job. That's what stops me doing that every day. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have the money to be able to go and do it anyway. So that is what drives me. That's what is making this no longer a want, a dream. It is now so burning in my head that it is going to happen. There are no going backs on this. This is absolutely, it's a done deal. The die is cast, the race is run, and just the results are coming. And that is it. That's what you got to think, guys. You got to feel it. You got to absolutely feel it. You've got to get sick and tired of just putting up with the bullshit of having to rely on other people. We are here, in my total belief, we are here this one time to experience this one life. How we do that is entirely up to us, nothing to do with government. There's an interesting thing about attachment. So I was talking to the other day, an attachment to results. Have no attachment to any result. Fall in love with the process. Do the process that you know will get results. Ignore the results, but just enjoy and make sure you love doing the process. And I promise you, there's nothing I love more than sharing on social media and commenting. And on the OLSP system, which is running across down there, and the links in the Facebook page in the post. Do you know what? They pay you. They pay you to make comments on social media. So that one there, that's if you've got no money at all, $7, and they pay you to make comments. So if nothing else, you can earn your $7 back by just commenting. I mean, guys, this is so simple. Sometimes you look at it and might think it's too simple. You might say, what's the catch? And I keep telling people the catch is you really do not have to do it. It is entirely up to you. But if you've been sold a pup before, and I've been sold many pups, I can tell you, I have a whole fucking kennel of pups, if truth be known. But sometimes you've got to go through the shit to get to the roses. I just come up with that. But yeah, you have to go through. It's the tough times that make you resilient. It makes you discover who you are. And sometimes you haven't been through enough. I remember thinking that 10 years ago when I was getting started, I was thinking, no, everyone had these amazing stories to tell. I thought, my story's pretty boring. Don't fall into that trap, because suddenly life will dish you up one heck of a story that you're then gonna regret big time. But don't worry, there's always the sunshine after the rain. So this is how we're starting 2025. Just a short little 25-minute live stream. Look, if any of this just resonates with you on iota, just check it out. You don't have to buy any of this stuff, but what you can do is just check it out. And I would suggest go to makemoneywithnick.com, www.makemoneywithnick.com. Click on that link. That'll take you through to the Passive Daily Pay Blueprint system. You'll see a video from a lady that talks about it. She's the one who invented it. If that resonates, click another button and you'll get some more testimonials. and then you can click another button, and that will then tell you exactly all the details. As I say, and the products speak for themselves. But I can only lead you here. I cannot make you press a button. I cannot make you open your wallet. I cannot make you get your cash out, get your card out, and make a payment that will change your life. I can only show you, and that's all you can do as well. If you join, all you can do is show other people. Don't be attached to the result. Just show people. And the people that will want to join you will join you. The people that don't want to join you won't join you. It really doesn't matter. But speaking of which, I will have, if you do join any of these groups, then of course you will get access to me in my Facebook group. That's a group that I'm charging $10 for people to join. But if you join any of these programs, you get free access. So, and that's where I'll be hanging out a lot of time. That's where I'm going to be dropping some of my biggest nuggets to help you. And yeah, I'm here to help. And if you're ready to be shown a way that can possibly help you, then I can show you the way. But apart from that, I can only lead you so far. The rest, my friend, is up to you. And all I can do is hopefully make that decision and support you. That's my mission, guys. So the deal is, I'm going to take 10 people this month in January and show you and get you generating money from these MRR products. Then in the following month, we'll up it, and the $300 ones will become $900 days, and then we'll progress. Now, the whole point is, as I said before, I'm starting this journey myself. So, I don't expect to be at full capacity until the end of May. But can you imagine at the end of May getting paid $900 a day just for posting 2 hours a day on your social media? That is a possibility for you. I know it's going to happen for me. Absolutely no question about it. But some people are going to sit and watch and wait till I get there. And some people are going to still watch and wait till I get there and go, it's not for me. But some people, the geniuses, the action takers, the people with a big enough dream will join me now so that we can all learn together and become an unbreakable, unstoppable force. And then we can show other people and help other people actually have a better life and enjoy the financial freedom, the family, anything that you're actually looking for. Enough of that. I'll be back again tomorrow. I will actually schedule these. I'm thinking probably I'm going to do these at 4 p.m. every day, but maybe change that over the weekends. But as the days go, I'm sure we'll settle into a path. And because I do need to go on TikTok as well. So much to do. All right, until tomorrow then. Probably saying, let's go 4 p.m. tomorrow. And if you've got any questions, watching the replay, please do comment in the replay. Let me know what you're thinking. If you've got any questions, I'll reach back out to you. I'm a real person, as you can see. I have a quite messy office. There's the kids. There's my little Dee Dee and Marco. Yeah. There's my bass guitars. In fact, I'm probably going to swap. Maybe I'll put a little whiteboard up next to me and maybe do some whiteboard stuff. Who knows? All right, until tomorrow then, guys. Take care.